Game on the line. Who would take the last shot?
Me. That's a dumb question. Me.
What's happening? Channel 6 podcast on a Friday night. Stormy Friday night in Southeast Georgia. We got your boy, Tag Mode CEO, Mr. Mike
What's
Harrison.
happening? What it do? What it do?
Polo,
I'm in the building. What's happening?
Polo Smith, 81, Mr. Miles Smith.
What's happening, y'all?
We got Zero Cool. Isaac Martinez, the only way he gonna be in eventually. What y'all got going on tonight?
Go ahead, Miles.
Man. Chilling. Gotta get ready for work tomorrow, but that's it. That's it.
Me, on the other hand, I'm chilling. I am off this weekend.
Relay, but first topic of the night. President Donald Trump had gave out a couple of federal pardons. One of the pardons was to Larry Hoover. Of course, Larry Hoover was and he wants to make this known when you talk about him. He wants to be known as former gang leader because he is disowned that title a very long time ago. When you bring up the initials GD, he doesn't acknowledge the title Gangster Disciple. He wants to be known as Growth and Development. So so we're gonna respect his wishes. Larry Hoover is now 74 years old.
Whew.
Since 1997, he has been locked up at 88 Supermax in Florence, Colorado. That is maximum security, the most secure prison in the United States, if not the world. El Chapo's locked up at that prison.
He is?
Oklahoma City bomber suspects. Well, bombers is locked up there.
What's that guy's name?
A lot of criminals.
McVeigh?
McVeigh wasn't there. The driver, one of the people that wasn't there. McVeigh got executed almost 20 years ago.
Yeah. I was about to say. I think he executed.
Dang.
Nichols. I want to say his name is Nichols.
That name sound familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a lot of high profile criminals there.
Excuse me.
But it's been a call to action for a long time. Really spearheaded by Jay Prince and Kanye West since Trump's first run in the White House to get Larry Hoover out. They had a free Larry Hoover concert back in 2021. Drake and Kanye West did, which really helped squash Drake and Kanye West's beef. Jay Prince helped put that together. So they've kept that going for a long time. Joe Biden got in the White House in 2020. Donald Trump got back in the White House this year. So once Trump got back in the White House, he started commuting a lot of sentences. Of course, he pardoned all the January 6th rioters like a bitch ass nigga.
Now that is some straight bullshit right there.
That's one of the straight bullshit. That's one of them.
Yep. But with one thing about it, just for clarification, with Trump giving this federal pardon, that doesn't free Larry Hoover. That only frees him from his federal sentence. He still has a 200-year sentence.
State level.
Yes, but the best thing about it, usually when you get your federal sentence commuted, that usually influences the state to get yourself pardoned, because they figure, well, if this person's good enough to get his sentence reduced by the president, then the governor 9 times out of 10 will get your sentence reduced. And even if he doesn't ever get his sentence reduced, at least he'll be home in Illinois. He'll be close to his family. He'll be able to actually get visit. He won't be on a 23-hour lockdown like he was in Colorado. He'll actually see daylight, because the only time you get daylight at that prison is that 1 hour you get to be outside. So he'll have a better quality of life at the particular facility he'll be at in the state of Illinois. So that's the plus side. He'll be able to influence the streets on a positive level in Chicago, in the state of Illinois. It's a lot of inmates that look up to him, so he'll be able to spread his gospel, spread his word, and those inmates will be able to spread the word. They'll actually be able to hear it from the horse's mouth. Not hearsay like it's been for the past 30 years. Since his 1997 conviction. So that's a lot of that's a good thing about it.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Man, I feel like he should have been pardoned years ago. I know what he did was wrong, but I mean, the man's 74 years old. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he finna get out here, like Marcus said, he got a lot of influence, but he ain't finna get out here and hurt nobody. Not no 74. You know what I'm saying? So really, I hope the state just go ahead and let him go, man. Let him go home to his family. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his last. You know what I'm saying? When you at 74, man, I mean, them probably your last. That's your last quarter, pretty much, living. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that man be with his family and chill, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. But I know I might be getting ahead. The question is he gonna pardon somebody else that I heard he got asked about today?
Who?
Derek Chauvin?
No, did he?
Oh. Well, this is the thing about that. He can't actually do the pardon until the trial is over with. The conviction has to actually come before he does pardon. You can't do a pardon in the middle of a trial because he hasn't been convicted of anything.
Right.
But they're saying more than likely he will be pardoned, just because of the simple fact that didn't know so much that Trump.
I'm telling you. And Renee had played the video for me where Trump was talking about it, I guess today or yesterday, whenever it was. He was like, he tried to play, he talked around the whole question when somebody asked him. He talked around it. He was just like, I heard he said some bad things about me during the first election. We was friends, but I haven't really talked to him face to face. I really ain't paid attention to the trial. Dog, everybody know what's going on with that trial. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hear you ain't paying attention to the trial. So basically, when I heard him talking around, that means, as soon as he gets it, he gonna pardon the man.
Yeah, because in terms of Larry Hoover, about 10 years ago when Kanye and Jay Prince brung up the thing about Larry Hoover getting pardoned, Donald Trump talked in circles like he wasn't going to do anything.
Yep.
And then, okay, the first term, he didn't do anything. And he was going to pardon Bill Cosby. But it just so happened, but he didn't have to pardon Bill Cosby because the courts messed up on their own, and the state of Pennsylvania had to let him out themselves because the courts messed up. So Trump didn't have to pardon him. So they screwed up, and that's how Bill Cosby got out. But that's what. But by the time, like I say, Biden was out and Trump was back in, and all the other people he needed to get out, he got in. Okay, now it was time he to do everybody, all these other people favors. Okay, remember he gave Lil Wayne a pardon.
Yep, I remember that.
And Kodak Black. He gave NBA Youngboy a pardon the same day he gave Larry Hoover a pardon. So he wiped his record clean. So
all right.
But the thing is, one thing all these boys better understand, including Mr. Hoover, you might have to bend the knee. Ring. That favor gonna come around.
Look here, man.
Ring. You will be kissing the ring. But I'm gonna ask you one more thing, Miles. But Mike, let me get your thoughts
on Hoover.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. Well, it's good that Orange Face, did what he did as far as giving him that pardon. As you know, and for those who don't know, I have a sibling that is, I mean, he don't do it anymore, but he was once a disciple. So that's how I know firsthand, about it. But as far as Larry goes, it's just that it was an image thing. That's why he decided to change the name from that to Growth and Development, because on the south side of Chicago, it is no joke. Over there, as far as gang life, there's no joke. So changing the name was a good idea, because it's just, like I said, a perception thing, because people gonna always have their opinions and perception on this and that and the third. So that was a good move, smart move. So instead of just saying, "Oh, he just bad doing this, doing that," now it's like, "Oh, he's kind of changing the narrative on it now."
Yeah.
Trying to have a positive influence on the community and all the hoods and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I typically wouldn't say this, but I have to give old Orange Face credit for doing what he did on that one. That was a big move there. So it's good that he's getting a chance to potentially be home and be surrounded by his family. So that's a big move there.
All right, Miles. How many years did you work in the prison system?
About 7 years.
All right, in your time there, was there ever any situations where okay, you didn't work, you was on the state level, but just like pardons for the federal level, was there ever any situations where the governor signed off on anybody getting out, where they either got released from Smith or GSP and got to go home, or got transferred to another prison?
If it was anybody, it was Drama. Rapper Drama.
Rap. Left, right, left.
He got moved. Really, he got moved because remember that article he did? I think it was XL.
Yeah, double XL. I remember.
Double XL when he started talking about, you know,
He
guards
wasn't
bringing in,
authorized to do that article. I remember it.
yeah, guards bringing in McDonald's and all that stuff. But he got
Mm-hmm.
moved. I wanna, if I remember right, I wanna say he got moved to I wanna say he got moved to GSP, but then that's when GSP started to go down too to a minimal security. So that's probably the only one I could think of. That probably happened when I was there. When I was there, Cap was locked up in there too. Ti
Tips.
homeboy. Yeah. He was like the first person like I knew because that's when I'm serious was out. So you know what I'm saying? He was in there, but I don't remember him. I think he just got transferred though. So but I do know like Ti came out there to visit him, but they kept it real low key. They kept it
Yeah.
real low key. Like I don't know how they did it, but I knew none of the guards didn't find out about it till like Ti left.
Now, when it's time to do a pardon, okay, like for example, would the governor would the governor call the prison directly, or would it be like a middleman would let y'all know, hey, this inmate get to go. Y'all gotta let this inmate go today,
Oh, they
ASAP.
call. Oh, he calling the warden ASAP. He calling the warden. Like, hey, you need to get him or whoever it is. You need to get them out of here right now. Like, it won't be no waste of time. They'll
Mm-hmm.
probably how they do it. If they still do it like this, they send you straight to medical. They get you out, make you just gather all your stuff, whatever you got, get the medical, and y'all know like on the movies, when they're walking out, they give you whatever you came in with, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the
Mm-hmm.
road. Hit the
Yep.
road.
Yep. That's exactly how it go.
All right. Now it's about the a little parental discretion is advised. That's why I told you they had some AirPods on, Miles.
Nah,
Zion Williams.
I tried to have
Look at Mike.
my beats in the other house. So
Damn, Miles, man.
yeah, they got to be at the other
Hey.
house. I couldn't find them. But it's all good. I'm back at the room, so you good.
All right. Zion Williams accused
This
of rape
this motherfucker here. But go ahead, Mark.
in a lawsuit,
I ain't
civil
even know.
lawsuit
I didn't even know about it.
filed in Los Angeles, filed by Jane Doe. Uh so he was with her off and on between the year 2018 till June of 2023. In the lawsuit, she alleges that Williamson repeatedly raped her, hit her, kicked her, and made her fear for her life in several instances. Before the relationship ended in June 23, she also alleged that Zion Williamson falsely imprisoned her and stalked her, threatened to kill her, and that he had a pattern of abusive, controlling, and threatening behavior. Uh, the allegations contained in the complaint, his attorneys say that the allegations contained in the complaint are categorically false and reckless.
Of course, that's what they're gonna all say.
Because his lawyers also say that they never actually were in a relationship. They just had a casual, they had a consensual, casual relationship
course.
You know what that
Of
means?
course
Basically,
they
they
say.
was fucking.
Yeah.
They was
Of
fucking.
course they say. Of course they gonna say.
Oh, Lord.
So
And during that time, wasn't what's the old porn star name?
Mariah Mills.
Yeah, what wasn't she in like within that little 5 year gap? Wasn't
Yeah,
she?
Yeah.
it was a
Wasn't
lot of
she?
women. It was a lot of women in the 5 year gap. He was running. He
So
was
all
running through them. But this particular one, uh, apparently he was beating this one ass though.
Sequel, brother.
Yeah.
That movie
I
good.
just
So
had I just had one question though, as far as the case.
hmm
What is it about a lot of them anyway? If something does happen, yeah, you deserve some, repercussions or whatever. But if nothing didn't happen, why in the hell you wait? So I mean, what's the point of waiting all these years, folks? Other than if you actually really fearful for your life, that's different. That's understandable. But
Mhm.
all
the
this
first
time,
the first time something happened in 2018 or 19, why didn't you report it?
Right. Hold
so
on.
I'm assuming that all this time you just built. I mean, what was
This
you doing within that time frame?
this the question. This the question. You on the right pattern, Mike. But
And
didn't he get
one more
didn't he
thing,
get a super
another thing to
max
point
last
out.
year?
Yeah. Another thing the lawyers want to point out that he that Zion did file a criminal report against this woman last year for extortion. So this was
Oh,
already coming down the pipeline. He already knew this was coming
yeah.
because
So
he had already
basically,
filed. Yeah, he had already filed a criminal complaint against her.
so basically, as soon as he got his super max or max deal, that probably when she started doing the extortion. That's probably what happened. I guarantee you that's what happened.
Sounds like
And then
motive there.
when he was in the news with all these other women
Mm-hmm.
that was popping up,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it probably started to spiral out the blue, kind of like the Shannon Sharp situation. Like the other chick, the little young chick, was cool with what they had going on, but then when she found out he was messing with other women,
Yep.
that's when she started tripping.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like lower your mic a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. So that's probably what that is. So
Yeah. You right. That's exactly what happened. And man, I'm still getting jokes of work about sharing a dog.
yeah, I hear him. I hear him too.
Man, what? Man. I'm like, dog. Man, you done made it bad for the city.
Goddamn boy, y'all some goddamn y'all on that y'all on that goddamn freaking shit down there. Goddamn boy.
Yep. Yeah.
Who's
Yeah. Marcus ain't lying. I'm telling you, hear that truck at work
That's how
every
y'all
day.
doing it.
I,
That's how y'all doing it down there.
bro?
That's how y'all doing it.
Ain't nobody talking like that up in the Midwest, bro. Ain't nobody saying nothing, nothing, not a word.
Well, I seen
That's how y'all
ESPN.
doing it.
Hey, you saw ESPN think about giving him a new show. I guess it's starting to die down.
No,
I
no,
saw that
no,
too.
no, no. Y'all got it backwards.
Oh,
The sh- the show was already his. He was supposed to replace Around the Horn and
Yes,
PTI,
whoa.
but
yes.
but the scandal came out, so they snatched it back away from him. Now you know who replacing him.
Jason Kelsey, right?
No,
No, it ain't him.
Ooh,
Who it is?
ooh.
you talking about on First Take. I'm talking about who replacing him in that hour slot on
Who?
ESPN. Rich Eisen coming back.
That's right. I saw that. I saw that Rich Eisen. Man, Rich Eisen ain't been at ESPN since. Man. Man, Stuart Scott didn't have no gray hair then. That's
But
I read Stuart Scott's soul. That's how long.
And then Rich Eisen got such a sweet deal. They letting him keep his deal at Roku, and he's still coming back to ESPN.
Yep.
Ooh,
But see,
that boy.
Yeah, Rich Eisen gonna have a programming block.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had the Thunder. The Thunder beat the Timberwolves. They headed to the finals. Last time we was on the time, it was the time before last, but we spoke on this. Me and Isaac was on, but this was before Mike logged in. We was already talking. Me and Isaac was like, Isaac, I was like, Isaac, the narrative that's gonna get pushed when Minnesota get pushed out. And we was like, yeah, they're gonna say two things gonna happen. They're gonna say either Minnesota need more help, or they're gonna say Ant-Man need to leave Minnesota.
Yep.
One or the other. And I be damned. These past couple of days, that's what's been going on.
Yep.
It's gonna be KG. It's gonna be KG all over again.
Yep.
Not right now, but
not yet.
Because KG didn't leave till he was what, 29?
Yeah. Yeah, it was late. It was real late.
And Ant-Man ain't nothing but 23 right now. So give it time.
Yep.
It ain't gonna be now.
I sincerely hope that the Timberwolves organization do not waste this young man's young years. I hope. And I hope they surround him with the requisite pieces that is needed to just elevate them to the next level. I hope.
Right.
It'll be a crime, bro, if they do that same thing like they did to the big ticket, but we'll see.
That's not the situation. That's not the situation. You can throw $1 billion at these niggas. They not coming to Minnesota.
That's exactly right.
They not coming there. It's not a money issue.
Yeah.
It's not a money issue. It's not a money issue.
Yeah. And Mark is absolutely right. Because look, Cat wanted to leave Minnesota. It's contrary to how they try to put it out there. Oh, it was a trade that came up. No, they had talked about Cat going there before Minnesota was even going to the Western Conference Finals. They were talking about that. So, yeah, them jokers just don't want to be, like Marcus said, in the month, them jokers don't want to be in Minnesota. That was
Think about that year, because me and Isaac talked about that too. That year when KG had Sprewell and Sam Cassell when they went to the Western Conference Finals. No, KG lucked out and had that roster that particular year. Them niggas wasn't begging to come to no Minnesota.
Nope.
Everything it was just a perfect storm, and everybody just ended up there that particular year. And especially Sprewell, because he had done burnt the bridge everywhere else he had been before he got to Minnesota. And he was out the league. And he was out the league after that year anyway.
Yep, sure was.
So I mean, nobody just don't want to come. Take it from somebody who's a part of a fan base that's in a small market who can't get nobody to come nowhere. Nobody know where to come to Minnesota, dog.
So I guess Minnesota and Atlanta just got something in common, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you take it from me right here. Like you see, they keep throwing out the LaMelo Ball going to the Lakers. You see
Actually,
that?
I've been saying the
Yeah.
Clippers.
But the dude just signed the Supermax last year.
Mm-hmm.
Man ain't going that. Man, Charlotte ain't finna let that man go. I know Michael Jordan don't own him no more, but Charlotte ain't finna. They ain't finna do
I
that.
believe LaMelo gonna force his way out though. He gonna force his way
Yeah,
out,
I can see that happening.
and it's either gonna be the Clippers or the Lakers.
It
It's a
wouldn't shock
Dwight
me.
Howard situation. Let me put it this way. Remember when Dwight Howard, it wasn't about Dwight Howard going to the Lakers that first time he went. It was just about him getting out of Orlando. He
Man,
wanted to be
yep,
out of Orlando more than he wanted to be on the Lakers.
yep.
It was just a means to an end. So if the fastest way out of Charlotte is to get him on the Clippers, then damn it, put me on the Clippers.
And let me tell you something. It made sense of him going to the Clippers to me more than do the Lakers. Because you think about it. James Harden is what? 35 and to be 36. I think. Kawhi ain't probably maybe got 2 years left in him. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they ain't got no young star to really build around because you let SGA go and that Paul George trade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So
remember when Rondo wanted to go to the Clippers, but the Clippers didn't have no money to give him. But that nigga
mhm.
went. But that nigga went to Atlanta for like 20 games,
Yep, I
and
remember.
then went to the Clippers
Mm-hmm.
when they finally had the bread to get him. Same thing. Yep. Niggas gonna find a way to get to where they trying to go.
Go, yeah, yeah. Now let me ask you a question, Marcus, because you know it's gonna be. It probably done been thrown out there. I don't know. You know they're gonna talk about Ant-Man to Atlanta.
He coming
That's what I thought. That's just what I was thinking.
when he's 37 years old.
Oh,
37 years old and after two ACL surgeries.
but Marcus
Yeah.
ain't lying. I can see that. I can see that too. Yep. I can see
We will
that too.
not get him in his physical prime.
Yep. I can see that. Damn.
I've seen this movie 100 times.
Yep.
I can give you all the sequels. The Vince
Yeah, you
Carter
should.
sequel, the T Mac sequel, the Elton Brand sequel,
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin sequel.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going?
You
You want me
about
to keep
right.
going? The
Ah,
Rajon
man,
Rondo
hey,
sequel.
all facts, man. You
All
dropping
facts.
gems, man.
All facts.
You want me to keep going?
Carmelo Anthony. He
Didn't
didn't even
even
get on.
make it in the
He didn't even
facility.
get on the court.
Didn't even get on the goddamn court. Nigga, I will sit home before I play in this motherfucker. Buy me out.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all still gonna send me the jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. Crazy.
Oh yeah.
You're damn right it is.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
All right. I throw a question out there.
Mm-hmm.
We got the
While you throw
draft.
the question out there, I'm gonna text y'all something. I'm gonna text y'all
All right.
something funny.
You got the draft in about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA
Mike,
draft.
NBA draft right after the finals.
God dog it.
Yeah. Okay. The question is, it's really for Mike.
All right, shoot.
Do y'all keep that pick or y'all going to get Giannis?
You talking about the second and the 14th pick?
Yeah.
First, I'm gonna say that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Giannis truly wants to come to San Antonio, from what I've been seeing, I think we got the assets
Mm-hmm.
as well to put alongside. I believe we actually got a chance to keep the 14th pick and just let the second one ride. From what I've been seeing, we got a chance to keep that one, but the second one for sure is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, and if we actually got a chance to keep the 14th and able to get the Greek Freak, let's
Mm-hmm.
go, man. Let's go. Let's make it happen right
Okay.
now. Let's make it happen.
That makes sense. It makes
So
sense.
potentially,
Let's make it happen.
what would the starting lineup be in San Antonio?
B
To be honest,
DF D Fox uh ooh
Yeah, I took Wimby at the center.
yeah, he will now go to center.
Yeah.
Giannis will play the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
What's that Ricky? What do we want Ricky to get?
Castle.
Castle.
Castle. I think.
Castle. Man. He may go to the 2
Mm-hmm.
because I think if we get rid of that old the one that kind of played the Dennis Rodman role, I'm not sure if he gets thrown in there or not.
Shohan.
Yeah,
Y'all been trying
Jeremy.
to trade him for about 3 years.
Shoot, he can't shoot, can he? He just rebound.
He's a rebounder and a slasher.
Okay.
Y'all tried to
Yeah.
trade him for Red Velvet, but Sacramento tried to kick it back.
You know something? I think he is spendable, dog. I really do.
You cut him,
I believe.
just cut him.
Yeah.
I
Especially if you can't
mean,
trade him. I think he is spendable. He can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna need, like Mike was saying, you're gonna need space for Giannis and Victor.
yeah, man.
Cook.
The floor has to be spread, man.
Yeah.
To have the good thing about those two twin towers is they both have an inside outside game, so that helps.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being a big crowd under the basket. That's why I like big men. That's why I prefer big men who does have an inside outside game
Uh-huh.
because it's flexible. Because it's flexible all the way around, so a lot of stuff can happen. You know what I mean? In a half court standpoint. So,
Uh-huh.
um, I'm trying to think. I'm actually trying to finish up this lineup, bro. We got Fox, Castle.
Cut.
I'm
CP3
trying.
still there too.
Nah, I think CP. I don't think
Nah,
he got. Ain't he got
Marcus.
like a player option?
I think he's about to go, man.
Yeah, I think he gone too.
I think he's
Y'all
about to
cut
go.
him. Y'all
I would love to keep him. I would love to keep him, but I don't think he's going to be around.
That makes sense. I just think I'm kind of like Mike on this. I didn't think De'Aaron Fox should have been playing the 2. You know what I'm saying? Because I know well, I know one lineup when I watched them play once or twice, they had CP3 at the point, they had De'Aaron Fox at the 2, and I just felt like De'Aaron Fox need that ball in his hand more. You know what I'm saying? So I think Chris Paul is spendable. You know what I'm saying? I think the only reason Chris Paul went there was because of Pop. You know what I'm saying? When Pop
Yep.
was there. So
Yeah.
you know who you might throw in there, Mike? Cause see, everything I seen, they had is it Keldon Johnson? They had him going in the
He's
first.
gonna be he's gonna be in that package.
All right.
You
I
trade
don't
him.
know.
You trade him.
I'm missing somebody. Here we go. Now I don't know if we keep him or not,
Okay.
but if we keep him, here will be the lineup: De'Aaron Fox,
Mm-hmm.
Castle,
Mm-hmm.
that no that Vassell,
Yeah.
Giannis, and then Wemby. That's if we keep him. I'm not sure if we do, but
Okay.
that will be the starting five.
I got a question. What you gonna do with Harrison Barnes?
He's gone too.
He gonna
Yeah, I
trade.
didn't already. Yeah, I didn't already heard his name in trade talks. It's people. It's people already asked for him. So you ain't even
Yeah.
got. He ain't even. It's gonna be easy to move him because people already asking for him.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, he
I
ain't
mean,
move Harrison Barnes draft night.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. That draft between number 2 and number 3, I think it's gonna be a lot of activity draft night because
number two
everything,
and who?
your pick and the Sixer pick.
Oh, the Sixers got the third pick.
Yeah. And see, everything I keep seeing, and I haven't really been able to listen to Philly radio, but everything I keep seeing, they keep mocking them to try to go trade for Cam Johnson from Brooklyn.
Y'all ain't gonna get Harper.
I seen some they get him. I see some they trade the pick. Because I seen one, I saw it today, matter of fact. I seen one, they trade the pick, get Cam Johnson, and I think they send I know they send Andre Drummond and it was somebody else. For some reason I want to say it's Eric Gordon. For some reason, just to get the contract out the books.
He need
And
time.
yeah, he need to retire. But I seen and they get Cam Johnson, and somehow the Sixers get more picks. Cause I guess the Nets like the Thunder and the Spurs, they got a bunch of picks.
They do.
Yeah, they got a bunch of picks over the
Hmm.
next few years. And in this draft, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, they at least got 2 first round picks or 3 this year in this draft.
Brooklyn do.
Yep.
God damn. Okay.
So
I didn't know them boys was holding like that.
yeah, they holding like that because you got to remember they traded KD, you got rid of Harden. You know when they had that, and then
Yeah.
I don't remember what they got for Kyrie. You know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all in play. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, shoot, be honest, Sixers got lucky that night
How
because
so?
if they wouldn't have finished in the top 6, that pick would have went to OKC.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They were lucky.
I'm texting the draft board in the group chat.
Okay. Like I said, I know they keep talking about Cooper Flag, Dallas. I'm gonna be honest. I think the only reason they gave Dallas that pick was they keep that owner for the Mavericks happy. And
Harrison. And I hate the fact that he got my damn last name, but that's another
oh, you talking
topic for
about
another day.
Nico? Nah.
Yeah.
I'll get to him in a minute. I think they did that. To keep the owner, because Mark has been talking about that owner for a while. And I started seeing some quotes from that owner to keep that man happy. And they did it. They did it to keep all them fans in Dallas off Nico Harris. That's the only reason
Yep.
they gave Dallas that pick. Because man, Dallas
Yeah,
won't even.
they don't want to turn Dallas into Rosewood.
Yep. Yeah, Dallas wasn't Dallas wasn't even supposed to be up that far.
Mm.
Like, dog, you got to remember, the Wizards, I want to say the Wizards had the worst record, if I ain't mistaken.
It is.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
But Cooper Flag had already made it known he ain't playing for the Wizards.
He wasn't playing for the Wizards.
Because he was gonna pull that tough old Eli if need be.
Well, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I could be wrong. That's my opinion. I don't think the boy want to go to Dallas.
Man, somebody put something crazy on this. Man, somebody put something crazy in the comments, dog. I'm gonna read this shit, dog.
Oh Lord.
It says, y'all see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Hold on, see what?
You see the comment, mate?
No.
I ain't gonna read that.
Nah,
Miles see it. So you
yeah, I see it.
You don't see it. If Miles see it, then you should be able to see it.
Where is it at?
On the comment that comment section.
Hold on, player.
I ain't gonna read it out loud.
Nah,
hold on. Let me. I think what I need to do is.
And if you ain't never seen a Boondocks before, you ain't gonna get the joke anyway.
Right.
And if you ain't never seen a Boondocks before, you ain't gonna get.
Hang on. I'm not seeing it, man.
Yeah, we have to talk about that. I have to,
Yeah. We'll talk after we go off the air. We'll break it down to you.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, I really don't think the kid want to go to Dallas. But he might ain't got no choice. But I really
why do you say that? Why you say that?
I don't think for some reason I know Dallas is a decent market, but he don't look like nobody want to be in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
You know why? You know why I think he want to play, but it's impossible for him to get there. But they interviewed him during the combine. Boston.
Who?
Yeah, that made sense. That makes sense.
But Boston would have to trade up for him.
Man, Boston
they would have to give up an ass of assets. But this is the thing about it. He from the hometown where they made the where New Balance is located. Mm-hmm. New Balance was the sponsor of his AAU team. The president of New Balance know his family personally. So
okay.
And like I say, the Celtics, he interviewed with the Celtics during the combine. Dog, why you interviewing with the Celtics on the combine?
But
the Celtics gonna be way down.
I'm finna throw some wild shit at y'all. Well, Celtics, since they know Jason Tatum ain't playing next season, they just go and trade everybody.
You right.
I'm gonna tell you something. My personal opinion. But go ahead, Marcus. You done started.
And with Cooper Flag, money wise, you can kick the can down the road. You're worried about paying him. You'll worry about that when it get there. You can kick the can down the road. You worry about it when that ship arrives. You ain't got to worry about that right then and there. You worry about that train when it gets
there. The dog, they already like we talked about a while back. They already talking about Holiday gone. You know what I'm saying? He getting traded. Porzingis, more likely, he getting traded.
Yeah, bro.
You know,
yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. They can't keep them all, man, because you know them paydays coming, bro.
Like Al Horford, he probably he retired. He finna be gone too, probably.
I seen something where they say he's coming back one more year.
They're gonna be on reduced salary.
Probably.
Because if Al Horford don't retire, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna end up in that same category like JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard and all them. a serviceable center that can't get signed nowhere, that can still play but can't get signed. So he need to go ahead and retire.
Yep. Cause I could see the Celtics just blowing Jaylen Brown. Be real. It's just been my opinion. I think Jaylen Brown been wanting to go to Atlanta for a while. You
He
know,
gonna be the one that's gonna he the one that's gonna get traded. If it was a pick between him and JT, Brown the one that's gonna get traded.
Look here. And the only reason I think that, I don't know who the new owners of the Celtics is, but if they anything like the new owners of the Mavericks, that don't look good to me for Jaylen Brown, because they probably don't like Marcus said, they got New Balance there, but he got his own shoe, I think, some own shoe deal.
741. He got his own sneaker. He got his own sneaker out.
They look. We all seen what they did to Ime Udoka. Okay, they probably don't like him going at Nike, him going at Team USA. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think he justified for doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it depends who the owner is. The owner might be an orange face supporter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
The new Celtics owner is led by somebody named William Chisholm. He owns a company called Symphony Technology. They bought the Celtics for $6.1 billion.
Damn. With a B.
He also let me see. He also owns, because he owns something else. I want to say this man is like part owner of like a soccer team or something else too.
I wonder who it is.
He owns something else.
Yeah,
them boys got red. Now Fenway. Now they thought Fenway Group was going to buy the Celtics, but Fenway backed out at the last minute.
Yeah,
which would have been funny because that means LeBron James would have been a minority owner of the Celtics.
Yeah, because he's
part of Fenway.
They already own the Red Sox and they already own Liverpool. So that would have been crazy right there. But yeah, I can see the Celtics. I can see the Celtics trying to pull some stuff like that. They probably like, this year finna be a wash anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and tear it down.
But if Brad Stevens pulled off a flea flicker like that, just sold off the whole team to try to get Cooper and could still keep Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and got that joker to Boston, got him in his hometown, his home area.
Executive of the year. Go ahead and get to him. Executive of the year. Go ahead and get to him.
Boy, that joker get a statue, dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I put that respect to his name.
Oh my God. Cause you ain't interviewing him for nothing, dog. You ain't interviewing him at the combine for nothing.
So here's the question then. So do you think Boston gonna make that blockbuster trade then?
They figuring out something. They trying to put something together.
Yeah.
They got a whiteboard in a war room somewhere saying what can we do?
And see
that with Dallas, what they probably getting with Nico. Nico, what do you want from us?
Yeah. That makes sense.
What do you want from us?
And see, I know you get you ain't gonna get no crazy picks for him, but I know you get some picks and whatever for Drew Holiday. That's something right there. That's trade right there.
That's who I would love to
Would you
have
give
on my
him
Spurs,
Jalen
bro.
Brown? Would you give him Jalen Brown and some picks? The Dallas.
You know something? Me,
Absolutely.
Even
I
that's
would do it.
if you can't keep all three.
Mhm.
I know Brad Stevens would like to try to keep all that core and add Cooper Flag, but if you can't do it, would you
Nah.
trade Jalen Brown?
Yeah, but it won't be the Dallas
Yeah.
because you know the owner of the Mavericks. He's another orange face supporter, and we know.
You right. You wanna know why? You right. You wanna know why? Because even before he bought the Mavericks, they had already
Excuse me.
said that he didn't agree with Kyrie's political views. So if he
Oh
don't
well,
agree with Kyrie's political views, he damn sure ain't gonna
it ain't.
agree with Jalen Brown's political views because both of them got the same political views.
Mm-hmm.
Never
You
mind
ain't
that.
finna
It ain't
have
gonna happen. That's
you
a
ain't finna
bust
have
right there.
two.
Then
You ain't finna
that's a
have two Black
bust.
Panthers on the team.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why. Look, it probably ain't gonna happen, but really, Jalen Brown probably only athlete I can see in his prime right now that can go to Atlanta.
If he truly wants to.
If you truly want, that's right. Cause Atlanta ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, judge him. He feel like that's home anyway. So
Yeah,
they ain't gonna judge him on his political view. You know what I'm saying? That good, y'all know city Atlanta, you know.
they would because of the simple fact that they was cool with Lloyd Pierce
Mm-hmm.
doing his thing till that nigga started losing.
Right.
Hey
Yeah, they,
man, them W and L's, boy, make all the difference, don't it?
And up,
Jalen
man.
Brown, it ain't gonna work out there with nobody like Jalen Brown. See, they ain't mind Lloyd Pierce leading all them Black Lives Matter marches as long as he was winning and all that.
Right.
But they went,
Man.
and
So
now that ugly ass nigga about to go back to the finals again with the Pacers.
yep. I was just about to say.
Peanut head fucker.
Hey, did the Hawks announce their new GM yet? Or they still ain't?
Nah,
I didn't
I
know
know
they
who
was
I
in
want.
search of one.
I want Masai Ujiri. That's who I want.
Nah, they ain't happening.
Hey, is that Buddy from Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah, they interviewing him, or they done interviewed him, one or the other.
Unless he just want to get out of Toronto.
So I mean,
Yeah, that's possible.
he won. So
That's possible. And I'm gonna tell you, even though the Sixers don't try to rebut it, like, nah, because you seen they came out a couple weeks ago. We keeping Embiid, we keeping Maxey, and we keeping Paul George. We finna run it back, right? I still think Paul George on the table to get
Yeah,
traded.
he on the table. Yeah, he on the table.
I still think
yeah,
that because I'm like, of course, I know everybody done seen the interview he did with Gilly and all that. Do you really think everybody know Paul George didn't want to leave? He didn't want to leave the Clippers. That be real about it. The only reason he left, he got his feelings hurt. They ain't paying. They ain't want to pay him. You know what I'm saying? So where could Paul George, if they decide to move him? That's how I'm gonna put it.
I seen something on Instagram where he said he would
Atlanta.
love to go back to the team that drafted him.
Talk about the Pacers.
Yep. I saw
Okay.
that on Instagram.
Okay, let's throw that out there.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I saw that too. Saw that in
He's the
Atlanta.
perfect candidate for the Atlanta Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Over
Now,
30, past his prime.
yeah, yeah,
That's that narrative. That's that
yeah. That's that
narrative.
narrative right there. That's that narrative.
Out of options
Yeah.
and a name.
I'm hit you. I'm gonna hit you with a wild. I'm gonna hit you with a wild one. Let's just say LBJ decided to retire. Which I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'm just throwing it out there. The man ain't never want to leave the West Coast. Regardless of what he said, Joker really never wanted to go to the Clippers at the start.
Yep.
He wanted to go to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Paul George.
Oh, George.
Oh, okay, okay.
And like I said, I'm just throwing this out there. If LBJ retired, but I don't think he is, you see a scenario of him going to the Lakers.
I can see that too.
I can see it too. I can
But
see
yeah,
it
they
too.
was serious about him coming because remember that Jamie Foxx video leak right when he ended up going to the Thunder
Mm-hmm.
instead of the Clippers and that Jamie Foxx video leak that was supposed to be introducing him coming to the Lakers with Jamie
Mm-hmm.
Foxx narrating
Yep.
because they thought he was coming to the Lakers. Yeah, so
Yep.
it got pretty close to him coming if they had already made that video
Mm-hmm. That's
with
why.
all
That's
them.
why. That's why I'm throwing it out there. It can happen. I do think he gonna stay with the Sixers for now, but I just throwing out scenarios right there. Just throwing out scenarios. Cause to me, as far as the Sixers are concerned, first of all, they gotta get that bench younger, man. Like I said, like you said, Marcus, you got Eric Gordon on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Only reason they
He was
signed him
trying to get a
last
job with
year.
NBC with
Yeah,
Carmelo them.
yep. Because the only reason you signed him last year, because that's one of Daryl Morey's, one of the guys from Houston.
I'm gonna add something to it, and something else that should be said, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Joel Embiid just need to stay fucking healthy, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just keep this shit real. He need to stay fucking healthy, man.
well, I'm gonna tell
Period,
you,
bro.
I'm sound like Gilly on here, but I'm gonna keep that real to a buck. You should never went to the Olympics.
Yes,
Shouldn't have,
exactly.
shouldn't have went to the
Him,
Olympics.
him, and Kawhi fucked themselves. Embiid
Mm-hmm.
and Kawhi, they fucked themselves going to that damn USA camp. They should have sat
Yep.
their black asses home and healed up. Both
Yep.
of them.
Yep. And I'm finna take it further than that. Remember last year when the Sixers and the Knicks were playing in that playoff series or whatever? He really shouldn't have been playing in that series. Because he playing on one leg then.
Yeah, he would have had more time to heal. That was
Yep.
a bad decision
That was
on
a
his
bad
part
decision
and
on the
deciding what to
team.
play. Yeah.
You was already like you had to get him to play in to get in. You might as well let him rest. Now,
Yep.
He wasn't even 50%.
no, heck no. But I ain't gonna lie, he was balling on one leg. I ain't gonna lie about that. But
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? But he was going against two Knicks centers too. At the time, you had Herrnstein and Mitchell
Tom,
Robinson
yeah,
who can't
Mitchell.
who can't stay healthy himself. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, that was that he you right, Mike. He need to get healthy, but I'm trying to throw this out there. They really need to be building that team around Maxey.
And I
Yeah.
was gonna say that next. Of course. They have to. They have to.
I'm be honest. I feel like Daryl Morey has done a hard. I ain't even putting it on Nick Nurse, the coach, because I think Nick Nurse can coach. You know
Yeah, he
what I'm
can.
saying?
Hell, he got a ring.
Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah, they
think,
need to start. They need to start, like you say, building the future around Maxie. Because what I would hate to see happen, even though they ain't even my team, but what I would hate to see happen is I would hate to see Maxie start getting jaded and he wanted to end up leaving.
yep.
Go ahead and
Remember,
start
That
making
could
the future before he decide he want to get the hell up out of there. Then you ain't got nothing.
pay
You
and
attention
ain't
to
got
that. Pay attention to that.
remember who his agent is.
Now that I
Rich,
don't know.
don't say Rich
Rich
Paul. Don't
Paul.
say Rich Paul. Oh,
Rich
yeah.
Paul. Rich Paul. So,
Well, well, well.
and look here.
Ryan
Nah,
have his ass with the Lakers.
nope. I'm finna hit you with one on this one. He from Dallas.
Oh, is he?
You want a Kyrie replacement?
That'll be a good one right there.
That's why I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? And then to me, Daryl Morey need to be fired anyway. I would have fired him after this year. I would have put Elton
Yeah.
Brand back in charge, to be honest. But I'm gonna throw the wild card out there. If what I told Marcus a few weeks back, Josh Harris, the owner of the Sixers, he owned the Commanders. What GM that done won several championships works for the Commanders right now?
Mm-hmm.
Magic Johnson?
Nope.
Or you talking about Bob Myers?
Yep.
By my
Yep. But you think Josh Harris ain't talked to Bob Myers? And I'm so bad Johnson and that. You think he ain't talked to both of them? Like, hey, I got a mess over here in Philly. I need some
They don't
help.
have they don't have conversations.
Cause I'm telling you, they come out next season and they horrible. I don't care if Embiid playing, Paul George playing, nothing. Daryl Morey gonna get fired. Might get fired in the middle of the season. That's how I feel about it. And the reason I think Elton Brand deserves a job, I don't think he got a fair shake the first time. Even though I thought the Al Horford trade was dumb, the Al Horford signing when he did it,
yeah.
I thought that was dumb. But you only gave the man 1 year, and then you hired Daryl Morey. You really demoted this man back down, to assistant GM basically. Now I do like who they brought in the front office to help, and that's
And that
Jameer
is
because he was the GM of their G League team. So I do
keeping it
like
in
that.
house. Keeping it in house. Smart move. Smart move.
But I think too they need to get. I guess Josh Harris finally said something about it. They need to get Allen Iverson involved too, because they ain't really let him involved. He already done said he want to help him in the front office. You
Oh,
know
he
what I'm
said that?
saying? Yeah, he done said that. He said that for you. Stephen A. done said it. Like, it's a tragedy that man ain't helping the Sixers in the front of. They ain't gave that man like some kind of title. He ain't got to be special advisor or something like that. That's all they
Yeah,
got.
ain't he like an ambassador or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Team already?
Y'all ain't even because the man done said he want to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe he can help. You know what I'm saying? But that
He'll
come
bring some
down to
people over there. That dude got major influence, man. But
yeah, that come down to ownership. Well, ownership won't. Cause see, Josh Harris right now, his focus on the damn Commanders. Like this man own the Commanders, the New Jersey Devils, and the Sixers, all in the same radius right there on 95. You know what I'm saying? He on that. Cause I'm be honest, a lot of people in Philly, they upset. He even owned the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like that's some BS, but he wasn't gonna own the Eagles. You know what I mean? Because Jeffrey Lurie ain't selling the Eagles. So, like, the man had to do something. Then he owned the New Jersey Devils, and y'all know how the Flyers and the Devils, they don't get along. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we'll see what this offseason brings. I, I just feel like Elton Brand deserves another shot. Cause I feel like he can make some smart moves and don't be no Grant Hill about some shit.
Mm, mm, with his
You know.
punk ass. And thinking back that Paul George interview that he did with Gilly. This one Paul George should have packed it up. When Gilly told Paul George that he wanted Brian Dawkins,
Oh
Allen
yeah.
Iverson, effort
That joker said Jason
out
Kelce.
of Paul George, I was like, yeah, dog, it's time to leave the city, bro.
Yeah.
It's time
That
for you to
joker
go,
said
bro. It's
no,
time for
that
you to
Hold
joker
go.
on. So Gilly told Paul George he want those two type of.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In the, in
That
the, in the, in the podcast episode, yeah.
yeah. That joker said Jason Kelce too, Marcus. He
Yep.
said Jason
Mm-hmm.
Kelce.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good
I like,
deal.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You ain't
And,
living
and
up to
what
that.
was
You ain't living up.
and what was PG's reaction?
He
He
was like,
nodded his
yeah,
head. He nodded
yeah,
his
he was
head.
nodding his head, and he was like, "Yeah, you right. I didn't bring it this year, and all this stuff." Talk
Yeah.
about he was hurt. Said he had what he said, something with his adductor or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he ain't have the lift. I like that nigga like,
Leave the city, bro. Leave the city.
no, no,
You ain't
no.
giving Brian Dawkins an AI, dog. You ain't
Look
leave the
here,
city, bro.
look here, look here. Did you see the interview he did with Melo? I think this week in the last week. You saw that?
Nah,
He did one with the
Okay.
nah.
pivot too.
I ain't even go. I get that one in a minute. When he was on that, when he was on there with Melo, you know what I'm saying? You remember when he was during? I think it was after they won the NFC Championship game. You remember he was riding in that crowd of people. He riding in his Mercedes, and people was seeing him and all that. He was stuck in traffic, basically. Dog,
Yeah.
this joker said was some of the fans told him. They said, man, we could have kept Tobias Harris if we know you were gonna get out there and play like that. I was like,
Yeah.
dang.
Cause one thing about it, at least the Tobias Harris didn't cheat y'all.
That's right.
He
That
never cheated
joker,
y'all.
that joker said he went home, his feelings were so hurt, said he had a basketball in his hands. Said that thing hurt his feelings bad. I was like, dang. Dude yelled at him, man, we could have kept Tobias. So
I'd rather have somebody on my team that's gonna give me effort than a name any day of the week.
yeah,
Give me
that's
give
right.
give me heart. Give me heart. Give me heart any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
What Stephen A said that day when Brian Dawkins was on first take that time. It's about this right here.
Yep.
It was about
Yep.
this right here.
Got that right there. Yeah. 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 No doubt.
Give
No
me
doubt.
heart. Give me heart. All
Man.
right. Let me see what else. So, in the Vince McMahon trial, I see his ace Boone Coon, his number one road dog, turned on him to get to reduce to get his not to get his time reduced, to get out of getting charged altogether. John Laurenitis
Mm-hmm.
uh has turned fed witness and will testify against Vince McMahon in the
Mm.
sexual assault trial.
Mm.
And he's also giving a settlement to Janelle Grant, which means he's gonna pay a settlement on his end too. So he's gonna pay the accuser, and he's gonna testify against Vince McMahon. He says in a joint statement, Mr. Laurenitis is looking forward to moving on with his life. Which I figured something like that would happen because you notice the Bella Twins back working in WWE.
Yep, I was about to say that.
Married, and he's married to their mother.
Yep.
So all of that together made sense.
Make a whole lot of sense.
Laurenitis is married to their mom, the twins' mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So
And you know, if y'all seen any of them reality shows they had on TV, them Bella Twins probably ain't playing about that. They probably told their mama, hey, you know, he bad for business. He better do something. And
yeah, he probably had that heat to him. He probably like, baby, I ain't had nothing to do with none of that.
yeah.
So even if he did, he probably had to be like, it's either your wife or your homeboy.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
Yep.
What Denzel say? What Denzel said? You want to go to jail or you want to go home?
Yep. And I'm telling you, it looks so bad too, dog. That Linda McMahon sitting up there talking to Congress and all that the other day. Even though I know her and Vince ain't together like that, it's just a bad look, dog. It's just bad look.
Yeah, because she was trying to what was she talking to Congress for? Because she's part of the White House cabinet.
Yeah, it was something about the education and all that.
Yeah, they trying to get rid of the board. They trying to get rid of the board of education. Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, me too.
Like, get rid of the board of education and then what?
Right.
So, okay. John Laurinaitis is the brother of Road Warrior Animal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What was his son name that played for the Eagles and the Patriots?
The one that played Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yep. Ohio State.
I can't think of that boy's name.
Because he got a podcast too.
Because I'm finna tell you, he the assistant. Yeah, I want to say he on that Ohio State staff. He was on it
so he coaching
year.
now.
Yeah, he was on it last year because him and Marcus Freeman was on the same team. Same team with Jim Tressel and all that. But I know who you talking about.
But he didn't play for the Eagles though, right? For like one year, right?
Yeah, I think he did, but I don't think he hardly played that much. Or whatever. But yeah. It is.
See if I can get it pulled up. He played for James Laurinaitis.
Dang, that's right. That's his name, James.
Yeah. Ohio State. Yeah. Oh, okay. He played for this must be somewhere around Atlanta. Because they say he coached at Notre Dame High School in Georgia.
Yeah. You know something? I want to say I saw something.
Now, I know there's a Notre Dame High School in California because a lot of baseball players and basketball players can't. A lot of 4 and 5 star players play there, but I ain't know it was a Notre Dame High School in Georgia.
No, that either. It must be up there near Atlanta or something.
Yeah, but they say he coaching at No. This ain't. Yeah. Yeah, and they say the Ohio State right now. Yeah,
Oh, he had Ohio State. Okay, I thought that's what I saw.
linebacker coach.
Mhm.
He's been linebacker coach at Ohio State since 2024,
Okay.
and he was on the national champion team. Yeah, he got a ring as an assistant coach.
Mhm.
Butkus Award in college. Nagurski Award in college. Jack Lambert Award in college. Shit. I forgot this nigga was this cold. Shit.
Me too. Me too.
Jack Lambert. Jack Lambert Trophy in college. Lott Trophy in college. Big Ten Player of the Year in college 2 times.
Hey.
Consensus All-American 2 times. Unanimous All-American 1 time, 2007.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was all right, man.
Yeah, he was lights out. Well, since you mentioned before I go to bed, since you mentioned college football, I know y'all saw the trailer. What y'all thought about it for 26?
I'm ready to get my hands on it.
Me too.
Visually, I'm not. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just ready to actually play it.
Mhm.
I wish this was still like back in the day when you get a demo.
Yeah.
Wish they still put out demos like they used to. I don't know why they don't do that no more.
Yeah, that is a good question. Well, so what y'all think about all the coaches in the? It says over 300 coaches. And,
Yeah, I like that.
And I think shout out to Ray Brother who posted on his YouTube video, but I think you're gonna be able to play with retired coaches too. Like maybe a Nick Saban, somebody like that. Matt Brown, somebody like that. But I guarantee you, I bet you Bill Belichick ain't in that game. Unless something changed.
Like I said in the group chat, they keep saying that nigga might not make it, dog.
I don't think he's gonna make it either. Nah.
Why is that? Why is that?
Man, that stuff going on with that girl, man. My understanding too, from stuff I've been hearing, it wasn't unanimous that everybody at that school wanted him as the coach anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like Marcus said, the rumor was they wanted that the person they interviewed first was Arthur Smith.
He played there, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah,
A coach there or something.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. He played and coached there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, so that was their boy then.
Yeah, that was the rumor who they wanted, but some of the big red boosters was like, nah, we're going for Bill Belichick.
Speaking on that game, do y'all think from going forward, do y'all think that there's gonna be a curse on the college football covers curse?
I don't think so.
You sure about that? You want to know the names that was on the covers last year?
Who?
Oh, I already
And then when I tell you where they got Donovan Edwards, Quinn Ewers, and Travis Hunter.
Only one did good with Travis Hunter.
Exactly.
I mean,
I don't like who on the cover of Madden.
26?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Shit, who on the cover?
Yeah, nah, it's Saquon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got him. The cover
Uh-oh.
one of the covers came out showing jumping backwards over the Jaguars.
Is that the standard? Is that the standard? Is that the standard copy or?
Probably so.
I think I was about to jump in because he just text.
But yeah,
I'm gonna ask you before you jump off, Miles. I'm gonna ask you one more thing.
All right.
I'm probably gonna do the same thing a little bit too, man. Considering.
Let's see. All right. So Trick Williams won the TNA championship last week
Mm-hmm.
at the NXT pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Joe Hendry, which was stupid.
Yep.
I wouldn't have done that. Now this is the thing about it. Yeah, he logging in now. I just heard a click. Yo.
I'm driving right now, so I ain't
Come
got
on, fam, come on, man.
Man, what's happening, fam?
God,
Is that
hey.
Jefferson?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
In the flesh.
Darn Jefferson.
In the flesh with the Clark Kent glasses on. Yeah.
I don't believe none of that. That's a dirty joke. I don't believe it.
Hold on, let me take the glasses off then.
Now we got everybody in the live now, baby.
Yeah, I just had I'm coming back home from late night venture.
Like I said, the roots.
Nothing wrong with that. Deal.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. But like I said in the chat, the roots featuring Music Soul Child.
Look, all I'm saying is you can call me X-Man. Matter of fact, Magneto. I'm Magneto.
So you Magneto now.
Y'all know why I'm Magneto.
Did you attract him?
Nah, because he was with Rogue.
Yeah, that's
Isaac. That's a bad example.
Yeah, that's a bad example.
Magneto was like 80 years old and Rogue was a teenager. You might want to try something else, man.
You're right.
Yeah, you can't use Bill Belichick.
Oh no. What's going on? What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about?
When you logged on, we was talking about Trick Williams winning the TNA championship and how lopsided. Yeah, lopsided this TNA partnership has been so far. So far, the only win I've noticed in this partnership was when the Hardys came to NXT and they got that win in that 6-man tag. Other than that, it's been all WWE wins. Over Femi beat Moose.
Was you the one that sent that picture of the president of the TNA
Cora
president?
J lost.
Yeah, I think that was Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
That joker was looking disappointed, wasn't it?
Like it's just. Yeah.
Shoot.
This is what I would have done. This. Go ahead, Isaac.
Oh no, I was just saying he was looking mad.
Oh, like this. Yeah. This is how I would have booked it. Real brief. This is how I would have booked it. Everybody would have been happy. Number one, I would not have made Joe Hendry TNA champion out the gate. I would have kept the belt on Dolph Ziggler. I would have had Dolph Ziggler lose the belt to either Mustafa Ali or Moose. Since Mustafa Ali is a familiar name to WWE, I would have basically gave the belt back to Mustafa Ali, the TNA belt, and sent him back to WWE and have him lose all the matches in WWE that Joe Henry been losing. Joe Henry could have still went to the Royal Rumble without the TNA Championship. Could have still went to WrestleMania and lost to Randy Orton without the TNA Championship. He could have still had all those moments without that championship around his waist, and you wouldn't have devalued the championship. And on top of that, you wouldn't have had your most popular superstar lose to Trick Williams like he did 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Since Mustafa Ali is a heel and Trick Williams is a face, it would have looked better on Trick Williams' end for him to be the bad guy.
Yep.
So that's who I would have had him beat. And then you could have turned around if you still wanted Joe Hendry to win. You could have had Joe Hendry beat Trick Williams in the pay-per-view that's coming up next week. Because I think they got somebody else going against Trick Williams on NXT either next week or week after.
Yeah,
Santana, Puerto Rican dude.
Yeah.
Mike Santana.
Dang.
So that's how I would have booked it. Everybody would have been protected.
Yep.
But that's why Dolph Ziggler didn't want that belt, because he seen the bullshit coming. He like, I'd rather just lose it than to go back to NXT and get ran through by everybody. Pause.
Yep. Pretty much what's happening. That partnership ain't. Yeah. How long a deal they signed?
It's not necessarily a length. I just think when once WWE feel like they can't get nothing else out of it,
They're gonna
that's
throw
it.
them to the wolves. Yeah.
So supposedly, since WWE is on Netflix now, they're using TNA to get all the cable deals that they can't get anymore. Because they can't get any more ad dollars on television anymore since they're on Netflix now. And that's what they're gonna use TNA for. They're gonna piggyback off of them. Yeah, they're gonna piggyback off of them for their ad dollars.
Man.
And do it for free.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And throw them a bone here and there. Okay, we'll throw you a Trick Williams or Obafemi or something like that. Now, supposedly they say John Cena is supposed to be going against Joe Hendry at Victory Road. TNA Victory Road.
I got to see it. I don't believe it.
Now, of course, John Cena gonna win.
Right.
Now, I don't know if it's gonna be for the TNA Championship. I don't know if it's gonna be title versus title, or maybe it'll be title versus title, and it'll end in a DQ or whatever. But that's supposedly that's who Joe Hendry, if he ends up getting the belt back, or it might not be no belt. Joe Hendry might just have a regular one-on-one match against John Cena for the belt, and it just might be at Victory Road.
Could be.
That's supposed to be the plan.
I got a question before I go, and you and Isaac can handle this. When y'all think John Cena losing that belt?
SummerSlam.
That makes sense.
Against who?
Man, I'm thinking. I want to say Cody. But I got, man, for some reason, it wouldn't shock me if Roman Reigns get that damn belt.
I mean, to be honest with you, outside of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and maybe Seth Rollins. Who is out there that's big?
You just named them.
I
I
think
said besides them.
I think they said Roman Reigns on his way out because he about to go do Street Fighter.
That's right. He about to go do Street Fighter. I forgot about that. Unless throw wild card in there. I doubt to get the belt, but Randy Orton.
Nah, he too old. He over the hill. He in the Chris Jericho
They
phase
they
now.
did say he's gonna get a rematch. I don't know if he's gonna beat John Cena, but he is gonna get a rematch.
I mean, yeah, like Isaac said, ain't too many. Nobody off the top of the head.
You don't think if they might
Cause
do title Jay versus Jay Uso or champion versus champion, even if it ain't no belt
Nah,
on the line?
I think that's possible, but then you know what they're gonna do with that? They're gonna end up giving it Seth Rollins.
And have Seth versus John Cena, champion versus champion.
Something like that. Cause Jay Uso gonna lose that belt to Seth Rollins. It's just a matter of time. When it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and then Braun's gonna, because like I told you before, it's gonna be they're gonna take the Batista versus Triple H storyline from 20 years ago, but they're gonna recycle it, and it's gonna be Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. They're gonna take that whole storyline and
Yep.
recycle it over again because it's already building up now.
Yep.
You see
Yep.
it building now.
Yeah.
With Paul Heyman playing the Ric Flair role,
Yep.
and 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 Seth Rollins is Triple H, and Braun Breaker is Batista.
Yep. And then I don't know who was a big dude that's in the group now.
To my Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I don't know who
oh Bronson
he
Reed.
is. Yeah, but
He
yeah,
getting
I
passed
think
around like
you.
a blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you absolutely right. And before I go to, don't it look like I gotta put that John Cena storyline with him being a heel is like being forced. It
Yeah.
don't look
Yeah.
it don't look
Yeah. His heart
legit.
ain't in it. His heart
Okay,
ain't in it.
that's what I was saying. Okay.
I
He
just don't think
knows
he know
how
how
to
to be a
play.
heel.
He knows how to play a bad guy. Look at him in Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah.
He
And
know how
then
to be a
think
bad guy in movies. You mean to
and then
tell me you know how to do it in a movie, but you can't do it on a show?
yeah.
You know
And
how to do
then
it if you want.
I know it's done been about 20 years ago, but you remember when he first was doing basic thugonomics, he was a heel.
Mm-hmm.
So he know how to be a heel. I just think they forced it. They ain't changed nothing. They ain't changed his music. They ain't do nothing like that. Still coming out there. That's why they playing the little that's why they playing the role now that R-Truth. Yeah, I seen it in his eyes. He's still the good guy. And all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. That's what's gonna eventually happen. Something's gonna happen. And then he all of a sudden gonna turn back to a face. Watch what I tell you. I don't
Yeah,
know,
but
maybe
Yeah, because you know they're not gonna let him out like that.
no.
mm,
And maybe what it might be Seth Rollins jumping Jay Uso or something. Something like it's gonna be something like that. He gonna turn back into a face. Watch what I tell you.
Either that or do a double turn like when Hogan was fighting The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or when Cody Rhodes, it's supposed to be Cody Rhodes and Jay Uso against John Cena and Logan Paul, right?
Yeah.
Coming up. Might be there.
You never know. And they gotta find a way to get John Cena out of going to Saudi Arabia too. Because he don't I don't think he don't I don't think he doesn't do the Saudi Arabia show. Him, CM Punk, and a couple other people.
Yeah, what's the dude that be with Kevin Owens?
Sami
Sami
Zayn.
Zayn. Yeah,
Sami
Sami
Yeah,
Zayn.
Zayn.
Sami Zayn is he ain't Muslim, but he
Yeah, he's some kind of
Palestinian.
religion.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got something. Yeah. So.
yeah, he can't go. If he go, he'll get killed. If he go over there,
But then he go last year when it was on Raw or something like that.
he
I think so.
went.
Him and Kevin Owens, right?
Maybe he went the year last year was his first time going.
Yeah, he went because I remember him talking about this is my heritage, this is my people, and all this stuff. I want to say he went last year, man.
I think so with Kevin Owens. I think they were like
Yeah,
pad partners or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I think what it was,
The money.
they went. It was Riyadh instead of Jeddah, and I think that's probably what it
that's
was.
probably right. Yep, that
That
makes
tax free
sense.
money. That what it was.
Yep. Well, fellas, let me time for bed.
Nah, hold up, player. Hold up.
Ah, no.
Hold up. Time out. Nah. Look, just because I was out here doing my third thizzle. Nah. I got a couple questions.
Oh Lord, what you
Where,
got
where you been at? First and foremost, where you been at for the world to know?
for the world to know?
Where you
What?
been at?
What I've been working and then I was moving, man.
I don't know if that's a good excuse, but I'll take it for now.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
no.
You know how it is when you got wife and kids, man.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know Nathan.
Hey, that's
We
why.
was about to hit you. Hey, we was about to hit you with them Dr. Umar lashes.
Oh nah. But I'm back. I'm back now, so you know.
Uh,
Uh,
hey, is you going to the reunion?
I'm thinking about it.
All right, I'll consider going if y'all going.
Yeah, cause I ain't gotta work. I see
Hold
y'all
on,
over
hold on.
there.
What you
I ain't
mean?
gotta
Hold
work.
on. What you mean, y'all?
Huh?
What you mean by y'all going?
I know you going.
Yeah,
Okay then.
yeah. I'm probably gonna go
It's
because, as
it's a
far as I
it's a
know, I
done
got to check the
deal.
schedule. I got to check the schedule. I don't think we got to work that Saturday, so
I don't know. I don't know.
so
Come
I'll
on, come
probably
on,
go.
cuz. Come on, cuz. Make that trip, man.
I mean,
I mean,
it is
I
20.
like.
It is
I
25
like to go
years.
and get. I got to get me a hotel when I go down there, so I'll probably do so.
Yeah.
All right, bet, man.
Man, you seen they was selling the t-shirts on, I think it was on Facebook.
I ain't messing with that, bro. It's gonna have to be somebody legit, bro. I don't
Yeah,
trust who
I ain't messing with it.
I don't trust who's posting that, bro. So
Yeah, I saw that and I was like,
They were posting
man.
a T-shirt.
Yeah, they got a
yeah,
t-shirt for our 25.
it's some bullshit, man. Somebody else need to do it. That's legit. That was somebody that we know,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's a different story. But for somebody that's randomly just posting the shit
Mm-hmm.
in the chat or whatever, just because you in there, that don't mean we gonna just jump on it like that.
Yeah. And then it looked it, be honest, man, looked it real, the material looked it real cheap. Like real cheap. Real cheap. Like it ain't look like it looked like to me. It looked like as soon as you put that thing in the wash machine, it might be a wrap. So
Nah.
so yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I hear you, Jefferson. I hear you.
Ah, nah, y'all gotta come with my government name, boy. I gotta get back.
Hey, nah, bro. I'm gonna call you by your government name until you start showing up consistently.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm back though. I'm back.
I hear you, you bet. That would that Paul George say too.
Cause
Hey, Lisa, I ain't come on here with the Paul George shades and the Braves hat, so you know.
I don't know, dog. I'm gonna start Charleston Whiting you next.
Nah.
Oh wow.
Nah. Yeah, he getting
Oh,
wild. Nah.
oh wow.
I,
Oh wow.
that's my guy, man. I like him. He funny to me.
Mm.
Charleston
He,
White.
he,
Charleston White done linked up with somebody from Glenville. I don't know if y'all seen the video.
No.
Who?
I still ain't seen it yet. Man. I still ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
see that.
yeah. Go on. He done posted them videos on his He'll probably post them again on his Instagram story. Yeah, I don't know where the hell they was at. Maybe he
Mm.
gonna post a longer video. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I have to check it out and see that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh yeah, Goy. My DH gate order did finally come.
What you about?
I got 2 Colorado Travis Hunter jerseys. I got the black one, and I got the black one with the mountains on the sleeve. Then I got the
Mm-hmm.
gray. Then I got the gray one with the mountains on the sleeve.
Why you got that man jersey, man?
I like Travis. I think he gonna do
Man,
good in
what he did? He
JVille.
ain't did nothing.
Hey man, I think he gonna do good in JVille, man.
Man, you
Hey,
see
you
him
see?
dropping passes?
Hey,
Yeah.
like, them insiders been complaining about. Say them players been complaining about Travis Hunter. Just they say that nigga too goofy. The whole say he play too much at practice.
I believe that too.
Uh oh.
So like I said, we'll see.
He
And I
got to
got that
understand where this ain't college no more. He got to understand where he at.
yeah. And I got that black Jaden Daniels Commander jersey.
They say he out there acting like this a high school 7-on-7.
That ain't
And when he
good.
said that, I know exactly what that nigga talking about because I thought about my damn son when he said that
Mm-hmm.
shit. I'm like, yep, all that goddamn dancing and
Yep.
and bullshit.
Y'all seen
I,
his wedding video?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
No comment. No comment.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you this.
You know how in the club, when a girl be dancing and an ugly nigga walk up on the girl dancing while she throwing ass and she look bad and sees an ugly nigga dancing on her and she move away.
That's how I
That's
look.
how his own wife did him.
Yep.
She did him like that?
Yeah. Yeah. You got
Get
some.
the fuck out of
Yeah.
here, man.
And
You so
I'm
you
just.
telling me the groom got behind his wife
Mm-hmm.
while she's shaking her ass dancing, and when she noticed it was him, she stopped
Mm-hmm.
dancing.
Yeah. Well, first of all, shouldn't be no other
Oh,
niggas
oh
at the wedding.
no!
Mm-hmm.
She looked up and seen that face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Never mind. Never mind.
And I'm gonna tell you something else I don't like about it. He been down here too much.
Somebody in Brunswick.
He been in Savannah.
What the hell he doing in Savannah?
You know his brother go to Effingham.
I ain't know
Uh,
that.
yeah, his brother go to Effingham. His mama and all them over there. And so, like the week after he was drafted, he was over there at JC Lewis.
Okay, so now I did hear something about all his mama people
Mm-hmm.
was from this way. So
Mm-hmm.
all his daddy people is the one from Florida,
Yep.
from like Miami and West Palm Beach and all
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yep. He been right down there and he been right there in Savannah. He came like right the same week of the draft. That joker went over there to JC Lewis and bought an Explorer. I can tell you what, it was a black one.
Say this: as much as people bam on Travis Hunter, we talked about Zion earlier.
Uh-huh.
There has to be a happy medium between being a a savage beast rapist like Zion Williamson and, and being a lame wimp like Travis Hunter. It gotta be it gotta be a meet. You gotta meet somewhere in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah.
Fellas, I'll be right back, fellas.
You know, Miles, thank goodness you ain't got no son. You only got daughters, so you ain't got to worry about it. Us, we got some. So, you know, the thing is, you got to steer your son somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have him out here like no wild ass nigga, but don't have him out here like a punk either.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I don't know.
Me, I don't get that, man.
Me neither. I don't get it either. I don't get it. You know it's bad when my wife talking bad about it. So that tell y'all you need to know right there. And dude I work with know his wife, brother. He cool with his wife brother. He was trying to make excuses for her. I'm like, man, that shit just after the money. That's all it
Yeah,
is. All it
he
is.
got
Like
he
this,
got to
like this.
take the Russell Wilson route, get him a starter wife, and then upgrade down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many how long you get before he
Nah,
come to his senses?
uh, mm, no, maybe 3 years.
I'm,
Cause Russ didn't come to his senses. It took his teammate banging his wife to, for him to
yeah.
look for somebody else. So
And then it was the lamest one too.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But all right, fellas, let me go on knock out.
God damn, fam.
All right, fam.
so
We doing it tomorrow or Sunday?
Y'all,
um,
it's on y'all.
we the game the Knicks
The
and the
game tomorrow
Pacers
too,
play
right?
tomorrow, right?
Say it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not here, I will open up the stream for y'all to get on.
Okay.
All right.
That'll work.
It
Yep.
will be a stream.
All right. All right, fellas. Channel 6.
Show for show.
For sure.
But yeah, man. Like I was saying, Mike, you had walked off.
Yeah, I went to the
You had walked
restroom.
off.
What's happening? What's happening?
All I said before you walked off, I told Miles, like, Miles, all you got is daughters, so you ain't got to worry about it. But like I said, the thing about raising a son, you don't want your son to be Zion Williamson, but you don't want your son to be Travis Hunter either.
Right.
You want him to be somewhere in the middle. You don't want him to be a savage, but you don't want him to be a punk either. You want him to be a gentleman that can handle himself, but don't get ran over by
By
a woman
any
either.
means, do not. By any means, do not.
You know, you know,
Mm-mm.
be authoritative, be authoritative to a woman, but don't be, you know, turn. You know,
It's a fine line, bro. You just gotta tread carefully. That's all.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a thin line, bro. It's a thin line.
Mm-hmm.
There's no break.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Ow, ow.
Whew, man, shit.
And we pretty much
Yep.
had covered everything. So the game tomorrow night, right? So the
Yeah.
Pacers get it done? Or is we going to game 7?
What they playing at?
Oh,
Indiana.
I see. They playing in. It's done.
Oh yeah, it's over.
It's over with, man. It's not going 7, bro. It's done. Pacers end this tomorrow night. Finals will be set. Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder.
They better, man.
So that's a wrap. Yeah, they got a chance to finish it right here, man.
Yeah, it do. I
That's all
think
you
they'll do
doing
it.
is you go ahead.
No, I think they'll do it. I think they'll be able to do it and win the championship.
Win
That's
it.
all you do.
See, that's why you laughing, because you know you full of crap, man.
I don't want OKC to win.
But that's who gonna win it though. They stacked, bro. Top to bottom, man. Now, as far as the series as a whole, if they make it there, I think that series will go 7.
You think so?
Yeah, I
OKC
think so.
gonna have home advantage.
Yes, yes, they will. Because they already waiting. So
All them boys doing is getting more rest. They don't want to. Indiana, New York, they don't want to get that shit going to game 7, regardless of who win this series. Y'all want this shit going to game 7. They just getting more and more rest. But you already know Mr.
exactly.
Silver, though. He hoping like hell New York win. It is just so funny scrolling on this phone. All these people crying and complaining. Keep crying and complaining. I want the Pacers and the Thunder. That's what I want.
That's what it's gonna be.
I'm not watching. I'm not watching. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to. God damn it. Damn y'all.
No.
Damn
These
y'all.
must be people crying on Twitter.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that.
Ah,
Hell, FS1, ESPN. Not Nick, right? Hell, Steve A. Talking about
oh,
flight itinerary. Talking about some, man, I don't know about that flight itinerary. That flight itinerary gonna say Indianapolis and Oklahoma City, man. That ain't nothing sexy about that.
Look,
Get your sexy ass on that goddamn plane. Do your damn job.
that's it.
Nigga.
Too busy messing with goddamn, what her name? Molly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I do believe he dirty Mac Jalen Rose, dog.
Oh yeah,
People be
most
joking about that shit. I believe he did dirty Mac Jalen Rose.
look,